Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next session of From Nothing, Lorna's story. We're going to go ahead and pick up right where we left off. It's right after you've had a conversation with Quint.
Mm-hmm.
We're still on the Shona Civic College grounds. And so, what do you do?
Well, Lorna had just spoken to Skolna in Infernal about the dean's office. She doesn't necessarily want to keep having this particular conversation about breaking into the dean's office on the Shona campus, whether or not it's Infernal, because who the fuck knows who speaks Infernal around here.
Mm-hmm.
So she is going to get them a little further away, especially from the administrative building, where she doesn't think there was going to be a lot of people or eavesdroppers.
Yeah, you can do that. Simple enough. You just create some space between, like, the primary buildings and yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And the campus is big enough that there's, like, not necessarily a park, but there's a lot of landscaped terrain just in
Sure,
between
it's
buildings.
pretty. It's
Yes.
nice. It's well kept. When she's more comfortable with that location, she'll look at Skolna and say, "All right, well, we know where we need to go. What are you thinking?"
Skolna looks at you, um, looking around the campus.
Hmm.
She shrugs. Do we know where the office is?
No, but we can find it. I'm sure. Well, I don't really want to necessarily ask a guard because then they'll be like, "Oh, this person was asking about it," and if there's any trace of the break-in, which I'm not saying that you would leave a trace, but who knows what kind of wards they have. I guess I could ask disguised as something else or someone else.
Skolna shrugs.
I feel like that's probably the first and most important thing to do, and to figure out when the college closes, because then if it's an after hours sort of thing, there's less people we have to worry about seeing anything.
Skolna nods.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ask somebody and look different about it.
Okay.
Lorna, as she exits this area, like if she like passes a tree, she'll go past it, entering the space of the trunk as Lorna, and then leaving the space of the trunk as a completely different person with her mask of many faces. She's just gonna look like some college nerd, like a very academic, studious youth that looks like they would attend this college.
What's your spell DC?
Oh, I feel like it's 17. It is 18. Even better.
Okay. Let's see here.
She's channeling like a female Hallowell Halitheth.
Okay. Got it.
Like glasses.
All right.
I don't
Roll
know if she has
me.
glasses, but that's
He
the vibe.
doesn't, but sure. Roll investigation.
Okay. 16.
All right. As you are in this disguise, you're walking around the Shona Civic campus, and you're looking for, like, administration building, basically, like the building that
Yeah, like if
handles.
there's anything labeled deans, that's great. She's also looking for, she already asked a guard for directions, so that's a good alternative.
You could ask a guard directly where the dean's office is.
Uh-huh. But it'd be easier if she didn't draw any of that, like, where's the dean's office? And then like have a break-in shortly after.
Okay, I need to know what you're actually doing.
If she sees the building, great. If she doesn't, she'll ask.
With a 16 investigation, the campus is not designed to be difficult to navigate.
Sure.
Um, There are wooden signs that stand outside many of the buildings. Many of them seem to have different topics of study. And you see that there is a stout, wide building that like the door is recessed into it. And you see there is a sign on the front that is just labeled Shona Civic College Registry. which is probably as close to an administration building as you're going to find.
Okay, she'll go into that building. What's the layout? Who's in it?
So immediately in front of you, as you enter, there is a long hallway that goes down the building. You can see like various doors on the left and right. And then immediately to your left, there is a like desk. A kind of older, graying haired woman is at the desk and she looks up as you enter. Oh, welcome to the Shona Civic College. I don't recognize you. You looking to
Oh,
register?
hello. I was thinking about it. So this is my first trip to the campus proper. I do have a couple questions.
Well, I'm sure we can answer any questions you have. There's, um, okay, this is Echo struggling here. I had a name for this thing, and it is gone.
A receptionist?
No, I know what
What
that
word are
is.
you looking for?
It's a made-up word. It's not real, so
Ah, ah,
that's the
ah.
problem.
I can't help you.
You can just proceed down the hall and, take your assessment.
Assessment?
Of course, if you intend to join the Civic College, we must know what your aptitudes lie.
Well, of course, but I had like even more preliminary questions than that, like how the
Oh,
campus functions. Like I need to know if it'll work into my like daily schedule, before I can commit.
okay, well, class times are based around, well, and she points
Well,
to,
that's precisely what I was wondering is class times, like when's the first one, when are the last ones?
she points to, like, a small wooden placard that is in front of the desk. It's not easy to spot, and so as soon as she points it to you, you're like, oh, here it is. It looks like the campus opens at 6 in the morning, and classes begin at 8 in the morning. Classes end at 4 in the afternoon, and the
Mhm.
campus closes at 6 in the evening.
Okay.
And what time is it? It's like 4:30 was when we were with Quent, so it can't
Yeah,
be too long
it's
after
like
that.
4:45.
Okay, so Lorna figures an hour and 15, and then it closes properly.
Yeah, you expect the staff would all go home by then.
Uh-huh. I'm trying to figure out how to ask about a dean's office without seeming sus as fuck.
You could roll an investigation.
That's true. Yeah, looking just around the building. In this specific building, if there's anything, I'll roll an investigation first before I throw myself under the bus. I rolled badly, 12.
With a 12, there's lots of information on the walls in here. There's like flyers about new classes that are starting up, warnings and notices about classes that are coming to the end of their like duration, um,
Mhm.
regards about payment and working to study and stuff like that all over the place. There's a lot of information and there's just too much to take in this short period of time without like asking basically.
Mhm.
Shit.
Okay. Um, she'll look back at this person, receptionist, I'm assuming,
Yeah.
and say,
Well, so I do have a wide array of questions. Is like a dean like available to talk to about are they free? Do they have
Roll
hours?
me a
Where
D100.
would I find them?
"100. Don't be suspicious. Don't." 38. I'm Skolna, apparently. Why am I Skolna?
I don't know.
That's weird.
That's fine. You rolled a 38. The receptionist looks down at like a stack of papers and she looks at it briefly. I think Dean Montgomery is free. You can just go knock on his door down the hall there.
Oh, that's where his office is?
The last door on the left.
That's really convenient. Unfortunately, I don't actually have time right now.
The receptionist is baffled. Okay.
I was just wondering if I can make an appointment, really. Like, this was I have work after this.
Oh, I see. He has an open door policy to students and hopefuls. Generally, after class and before closing, anybody can come in and have a conversation. If you'd like to arrange an appointment during actual class hours, I can take your information.
Oh, well, you said he's available just before closing. Maybe I could come back later today. Does he stick around campus after the campus closes, or is he more of like a punch in, punch out kind of guy?
I don't know. I go home before he does. So I
So at least a
assume
little bit after 6.
I expect so.
Okay, well, that's
We
if you
do
could
lock
just
the
give my
doors at 6,
information.
so you won't be able to get in.
Understood. Gotcha. Maybe I'll just come back a different day, but sure, I'll give you my information so maybe we can work something out. I'd love to come here if it works out.
She pulls another blank scrap of parchment out, and she's, all right, your name?
Lorelai? This one's for you, class.
Okay. And the nature of your appointment?
A general college questions as a hopeful.
All right. I might recommend you see our assessor instead of the dean, but that's fine.
I just want to get his vibe, you know? Like, I want to know if this is a good fit for me specifically.
The receptionist like glances up at you a little confused, but just all right.
She's a weird woman.
She makes a note. Okay, Dean Avis will be expecting you.
That's great. Thank you so much. You were a great help.
She just smiles at you and says, "Have a good evening."
Does she seem suspicious or just weirded out because I'm an odd woman?
Roll an insight check.
19.
You have definitely made her confused. You definitely seem. You get the impression that she thinks she's dealing with an eccentric person.
Yes, that's great. Because Lorelai is. She will wave exaggeratedly goodbye and leave the building.
Okay. You have done that.
Mm-hmm. As soon as she's out of sight of that building specifically, she'll turn back into herself
Yeah, you could
and
you can do that.
find her party again.
They're kind of loitering around where you left them. As you approach. So, how'd it go?
Oh, flawlessly. Campus closes at 6. The dean might hang around a little bit longer after that, but the administration building, and she gestures to where she came from, locks their doors at 6.
So, we should probably wait.
Yeah, probably 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay. So, what do you want to do till then? Scout the area or go find something else?
Well, so our next appointment's at 7 with Bulwark. Bless you, Tier. Skolma, I know you operate very well on your own. What do you need from us, the rest of us, for this process?
She looks at the building and then back at you. Can you make someone invisible?
Yes. Yes, I can. We did that whole thing with the tram station. Yeah, I can turn you invisible if that helps.
If there's a problem, a quick getaway will be important.
So you want me on standby for that specifically?
Skull no nods.
It is a touch spell. So
She
before you get in there, or do you want me to come in there with you?
before.
Before. Yeah, I can do that.
Where is it?
Where's the building?
She shakes her head.
The office.
Yes.
she explains the specific the registration building, and then it was like down the hall, first door on the left or something like that. She explains all of that.
Last door on the left.
Last door on the left.
Okay.
So we'll go at earliest 6:30 and see how long that takes, because we have our appointment with Bulwark at 7 or around 7.
Your party seems to agree with the idea.
Mhm. Other than that, I think we should just kill time,
What exactly
but
am I
not draw
looking
attention
for?
to ourselves. Some sort of scholarship paperwork, anything with like concrete proof that the Velastros are putting money into this scholarship that directly benefits the constabulary, because that is how they're being bribed.
Skolna shrugs and then nods.
So I imagine file cabinets will be in your near future.
She frowns.
You're really good at finding information.
It's going to be a lot to look through. I might need more time.
We can always make a distraction. Set something on fire.
She nods. Not right
That's
away.
no right. If we might put somebody further, like in the opposite direction of the building at the very least, so that if we notice that someone's coming or you need more time, that person could like light a fire or cause a ruckus. And like she looks at Lilith. You can change your appearance with that hat of yours.
Yeah.
So you could cause a fuss or punch somebody, a commotion, or I don't care if you light something
Look,
on fire as long as people aren't in the building.
if you just want me to attract a scene and get people moving my way, I can do that.
Great. We need to think of how I could let you know to do that. I can give you Requiem.
What? Can't?
Because then I can tell him to tell you.
Ah. She looks at your waist where the ghost belt is.
Yes.
She looks a
Mhm.
little uneasy, but eventually she just shrugs and says, "Whatever." All right.
I'll let him know, and he'll give you a squeeze if we need you to do distraction stuff.
Okay. That works for me.
Other than that, we just need to not draw attention to ourselves until 6:30. So act natural.
As your group of 6 is just kind of standing out in the
Paid
middle of the
mercenaries.
campus. Yep. All right. So you guys are basically trying to look natural, trying to kill time. Is there anything you want to try and accomplish?
She wants to write that freaking scroll for Bulwark, the one that she failed previously.
That's
She's
right.
got an hour.
Yeah. You can enlist Anscombe's help. And out
Yes.
here, out
Keep
in
her focused.
the small half park, there are tables with benches that are set up. They're outdoor ones, so it's not perfect, but it is definitely like a normal thing to see people doing in a college campus is trying to write
She's
a
doing
scroll.
a non-suspicious thing.
Well, yes. Go ahead and roll me Arcana with advantage
Thank God.
as Anscombe is helping you.
Dirty 20.
And remind me, this is
This is the Guys of the Golem.
that's right. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 23.
So the fact that you are preparing to do an illegal thing is not affecting your concentration as you write this scroll.
Lorna's used to crime.
There are a lot of people, passers-by, that are like milling about in the campus. And now that you are in a single location for any period of time, you become keenly aware that your group kind of stands out. However, as people get closer, they see that you are writing a scroll, and like you have parchment out, you have your spell book open. Anscombe is there with his own like notes and scrolls out. And as you're working, this, like, even though you're on a mercenary team, this actually looks reasonable.
Yeah, we came to campus to ask questions from experts. Totally above board stuff.
In the background, Lilith has beaten Tier at an arm wrestle 6 times.
Yeah. Surprising no one.
No one is surprised, no. Tier seems to be trying his best, and Lilith seems to be amused at the most. Go ahead and roll me another Arcana check as time passes.
That's still an advantage.
Yep, Anscombe is still helping you.
28.
All right. Hold on. Okay, now I need you to roll me a concentration check.
Okay. Oh, God damn it, Lorna. Natural 1.
You get distracted as in the middle of like one of the runes on the scroll, your group, you suddenly like hear footsteps approaching. And with that one, you like glance over your shoulder and you see there is a group of like 3 students, and one of them says, "Hey, I saw you guys in bestial studies, and I was just wondering if and in the middle of like that conversation, Tier just like turns and says, "Whatever it is, no, and we're busy." Oh, well, I saw, and Tier says, "Look, I'm sure whatever it is that you have to say is really important, and it can wait."
Well, I let's hear the guy out.
Tier turns and looks at you.
Look, he's so cute.
Don't you have a thing you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yeah, but look at him. He just wants to ask us a question. Please ask your question.
Okay, I don't want to be a bother.
Not at all. Ignore him. He's fussy.
Tier just like puts his hands up over his head and turns back to the table. I don't know why I bother. The kid looks at you and he says, I saw you had eggs, and I never seen anything like those before, and I thought maybe you could tell me where you found them?
Well, the weird thing is we didn't find them. We bought them from a mysterious trader in the desert.
Oh. Okay,
But that just means maybe you'll find him. It was only 20 gold.
oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I will.
Is that a lot? Or is that a little?
That's
How
a
much do
lot.
students make?
That's a
Lorna's
lot
like,
of money.
how much could one banana cost? $10?
So 20 gold is like $2,000.
So if you ever have just 20 gold burning a hole in your pocket, you could always try to find Thatcher the Hatcher.
Thatcher the Hutcher.
Mm-hmm.
He like the realization of just the loose 20 gold is like,
We were
okay.
mercenaries, baby.
But he just nods and says, "Okay, thank you."
Mm-hmm.
And he like looks at the rest of your group and does like that awkward like nod smile and just flees.
Aw, he was cute.
Was he?
Yeah.
All right, how's your spell scroll going?
Fuck. There's like a big blot of ink where she had like hovered her quill or her pen over the parchment. Ah, fuck. That doesn't ruin it, right? It's not ruined.
I
It's
think it
ruined.
would be maybe fine if you can maybe incorporate that into
I
the
could press
transmutation.
the blob off, couldn't I?
You better do that quick if you're gonna do
Oh, she'll do it. She'll try to remove as much of the problem as possible.
Roll a spellcasting check.
Okay. 17?
Yeah, you kind of force Presti to behave a little more powerfully than it's intended to, and you
Supercharge
pull the ink out of the parchment in that one spot. You do also pull some ink out of another spot a little bit in another place, but it doesn't ruin the scroll.
I could fix it. Okay. Okay, focus. Don't let anything distract me, Tier.
I fucking tried. He just like is pinching the bridge of his nose.
Tier is Lorna's brain cell.
Yeah,
One that she opts to ignore often.
all the time. So, excuse me. With that note being said, you resume working on the spell scroll after fixing your mistake. Go ahead and roll me another Arcana check.
Ugh, terrible. 14. 4 out of 5.
Well, the DC is 13, so
hooray!
you do manage to perform the next stage of making the spell scroll. Okay. Third level spell, last bracket. Roll me another Arcana check. Still at advantage because Anscombe is helping you.
26.
Okay. Roll me a concentration check. DC's 10.
Okay. Focus, Lorna. 11.
You hear from behind you, "Oh, you're not going to leave that there, are you?" And Tier turns. "Leave what where?" "Under the table. That bit, that's your litter, isn't it?" "We'll take care of it. Don't you worry about it, Mr. Goldman." The guard just kind of watches, and Tier says, "Oh, you want me to get it right now? I have no problem doing that, sir. Best of luck to you. I hope you have a good day and the rest of your beat." "You piece of..." And Tier, like, goes underneath the table, and picks up, like, a scrap of what looks like a wax paper, probably from, like, a sandwich or something. Good on you.
Lorna focuses.
Yeah, you are not distracted. But a guard has clearly, like, is bored
Is bored.
and found a thing to do, and Tier was the one at the cost of that.
As he often is.
As the guard is leaving, you hear Skolna say to Tier, "You want me to put it in his pants?"
Lorna kind of glances up, distracted again.
Anscombe, like, reaches forward and, like, turns your head back down to the spell scroll.
Okay, if you do it, tell me about it.
Tier, like, just, "Yeah, I do. I want that a lot." You hear the
Skolna
rustle.
flirts by putting paper down people's pants.
Like, Tier, like, you hear the scrap of paper disappear. And there was just quiet. And then, like, maybe 5 minutes later, there's like it's like the sound of like a foot on gravel as Skolna sits back down. And then you hear, "What in the nine hells?" Just, "Oh, it's mustard in here." Just, you
Lorna snorts but keeps her head down.
you did succeed on the concentration check, so you don't fuck up. There's like a moment's pause, and then you hear, "You're fucking great, you know that?"
Lorna glances up to see Skolna's reaction.
Skolna apparently has been, like, her feet kicked up and, like, twirling a dagger between her fingertips. But you do catch the slightest hint of a blush.
And she feels Anscombe's head put her
Yep.
hand push her head back down.
Focus.
I'm focused.
And he, like, you hear Anscombe turn to Tier and say, I know you're the one that can usually tell when she's lying, but I don't think she's that focused.
There's just a lot of stuff going on out here.
She'll get there, maybe. With that concentration check success, you finally do, after another 15 minutes, finish the spell scroll.
Okay.
As you hold it up, it is complete. It is not your best spell scroll, but it will work. You can cast the
It's
spell.
the job done.
Yeah.
Good, good.
That finished.
What time is it?
It's like 6:15.
Okay. Maybe we should start figuring out our places, I suppose.
Maybe scatter a little bit so it doesn't look like we're
I think
doing
so.
anything staged.
Right, but close enough that we can, like, get each other's attention.
Maybe he like turns to Anscombe and he says, "You want to look like you're fishing off the bridge?" Anscombe says, "Am I allowed to fish off the bridge?" Who's
Does
going to
it
stop
there's a
you?
sign that says no fishing? That's true. I feel like you could beat up all the guards here.
Anscombe like looks between you and Tier, and then he says, "All right," and he just goes toward the bridge that goes over the little stream in the middle of the campus.
Lorna goes to Lilith and she unravels her snakeweum belt and holds it out for her to take.
Lilith looks at it. I have to put it on, like.
Yeah, he's gonna give you a little squeeze. You don't have to wear them around your waist. You can wear them wherever you want. Probably on your neck.
No, not a chance. No way. I'm
He's a
not
good
wrapping
boy.
a ghost snake around my neck. Can't you? She like tentatively takes Requiem and like Requiem's little snake head just like looks at Lilith and like the white eyes just blink slow.
Blink.
Okay. Why is he cold?
Because he doesn't have body heat. He's not a living creature.
Okay. Can I just? She like wraps him around her left arm,
Yeah,
and he just
sure.
kind of stays there. All
Buddy,
right.
give her a squeeze when I tell you to let her know that she needs to cause a distraction, okay?
I can do that.
Good boy.
She
Just give his
seems
little head a pat.
nervous.
Yeah, she's not brave. She says in her head to Requiem.
I was about to say, are you trying to die right now?
No.
Okay.
She's just a little nervous, but she'll warm up to you, I promise.
I understand. Tell her I am sorry.
He feels bad about making you nervous, Lilith. He says sorry.
He feels bad.
Yeah.
She looks at the snake wrapped around her arm, and it still just like looks back at her and then blinks again. Oh, it's okay, little snake.
Yeah.
Okay, this is weird. And Lilith just like walks away.
Sorry. Okay. Well, I need to be wherever Skull is because I'm doing the invisible thing. So everybody else is Tier, Nore.
Nore, who has been like quietly working on what looks like music this whole time, looks up and says, "Huh? What?
You could probably just stay here.
Oh, good." And she
It's
just
close by. You're definitely don't look suspicious.
she has immediately dismissed anything else you're saying.
Yeah, okay. That's probably fine. Tier, you could stay here if you want to.
Actually, I think that's a good idea. If we keep, familiar faces and where people are expecting to see us, they won't look too hard for the other ones. So
Smart. Yes. Play nice.
I don't think she's even aware I'm here. And Nore just like shakes her head while she's writing.
Tooting you out. Okay, look good. And you'll be able to kind of see us from here, so.
I will.
Yeah, scatter if things go south.
We'll be fine. What's the worst that
Mhm.
could happen?
Ah, how guarded could the dean's office of a college be?
It's a magic college, so
True. All right, I'm not going to jinx it.
good idea. Okay.
Lorna will go with Skolna.
As you follow Skolna heading towards the dean's office, or rather the registry building, and Lorna, you cast invisibility on Skolna? Or are
As
you
soon as she
casting it on yourself?
indicates that she wants to be. Now, she's not casting out herself. Skolna's the one who, Lorna will look like an innocuous, like not the same one that talked
Mm.
to the receptionist, but a similar kind of just person, young adult student type deal.
Skolna looks at you in your new disguise and she just, like, raises an eyebrow. Cheek dimples.
Yeah, thought they were cute.
Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Garbage. 9.
Okay. With your passive perception, it's clear there are guards out here. None of them are like
Mhm.
standing directly in front of the registry building, but they are on like a patrol. So as you get closer to it, Skolna like gestures whenever.
She'll tap Skolna's shoulder and cast invisibility.
As Skolna vanishes, I need to know what Lorna is doing to not attract attention.
Lorna, she has 1,000 books in her bag of holding. She will pull out one and just like kind of prop herself against something nearby and just be like nose in book.
Okay. In this moment, we are going to switch the camera to Skolna, who you are going to be
Ooh.
controlling. She is. So you go ahead and pull up her sheet. First and foremost, as she is invisible, you're going to roll me stealth for her at advantage.
Love it. Stealth advantage. 2 4s.
An 18.
For an 18, thankfully.
Hang on. I do believe. Let me check here. All right. As Skolna approaches the front door, she gives it the most ginger of pulls, and the door is locked. Skolna just tilts her head, and she's going to pick it. Go ahead and roll me Thieves' Tools.
Watcha. Oh, come on. Natural 1. I should never control Skolna is what I'm learning. So it breaks, I'm assuming.
With a natural 1, one of her lock picks breaks. And she sighs, and is instead going to pull out what is called colloquially in the trade as a thingamajimmy. And you're going to roll me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. I didn't know she was proficient with painter supplies. That's adorable.
There's a lot of
Only
us
so
going
bad.
now. 20.
20.
It's a little bit more forceful, but the lock is turned. Before she opens the door, Skolna gives a good, solid inspection along the door jamb, and I need you to roll me an investigation for her.
Natural 20. 34.
There is a magical alarm on this door.
Ooh.
She finds it near the hinge of the door, and in finding it, she considers glancing over to Lorna and asking to deal with it, but instead she decides she's going to just defeat it. So, go ahead and roll me another sleight of hand check.
Okay.
$23.
Crazy.
Okay. Taking those painter supplies out of her bag, she applies a thick black stripe over the arcane runes at the very bottom of the door jamb where she detected the alarm. As soon as that's done, she pushes the door open, and there is no alarm.
Ooh.
She sneaks into the main office, and I need you to roll me another investigation for Skolna.
Okay. $28.
With a 28, she notices the rug in the middle of this main room is shifting slightly, as if it's
Uh-huh.
sentient or moving somehow. She sidesteps
Okay.
around the rug without
Uh-huh.
touching it, and then creeps all the way around to the opposite hall. As you described, the way is all the way down the hall on the left.
Mhm.
With a 28 investigation, she is pretty convinced there's no more traps, at least not in this hallway, as she makes her way down to the doors, until she gets to the door on the left, the last one, and it has a small wooden plaque painted Avis Montgomery, Shona Civic College Dean. Skolna looks at the door. I need you to roll me investigation.
Okay. 30.
This door is also alarmed.
But she knows how to defeat it.
She's going to do her best. Roll me sleight of hand. Natural 20.
Natural 20. 34.
Yeah.
She's a good artist.
She is very proficient at what she does, and she
The coolest fucking person.
disarms the alert and then is going to try and pick the lock. So please, if you would, roll me thieves' tools.
24.
It is a tough lock, tougher than the one that was outside, but she does get the door open. As she does, she's now looking into a small room. There is a wide bookshelf on the left side of the room. There are a number of paintings all over the walls toward the back and the opposite side of the room. Paintings that appear to be mostly just there almost like as atmosphere. They don't seem to be of anybody in particular. There is one painting of this broad, like large red dragon in a very artistic depiction. Skolna is not proficient in history, so she doesn't know who that is. But it's a cool painting. There is a wide desk in the middle of the room. There are 4 chairs total in the room, 1 behind the desk and 3 close to the door that Skolna has just entered. And then on the desk are all sorts of paperwork and writing implements and what look like trinkets, just small devices and objects, things that like someone might fiddle with just to keep their hands busy. That's all that's in this room. There's no filing cabinet. But Skolna, seeing the bookshelf, she glances at it real quick. Go ahead and roll me investigation for her.
Okay. $31.
This bookshelf is full of these wide leather-wrapped, almost like binders and journals. And Skolna like looks at one, and it is full of Shona Civic College alumni. It seems like this bookshelf is literally just a collection of people that have gone to this college. And
Yeah,
Skolna
like
just puts that
famous
back.
people. Uh-huh.
Doesn't seem like famous people, just people. Like all
Just
like
records.
yeah. Skolna like looks at that, looking at the number of them in that bookshelf, and she just goes, like, shakes her head.
That's not useful.
Goes to look at the desk. Roll me investigation.
17.
The desk has 6 drawers. On top of the desk, the parchment and papers all look very much like managerial things. There is the same note regarding Lorelai wanting an appointment just sitting like in
Yeah,
a corner of the desk.
Skullnut just pocket that.
Yeah. You can have Skolna grab that.
No traces.
Skolna takes
You
that
imagined Lorelai.
looking over the rest of the desk, it's immediately clear to Skolna the desk locks. You could have Skolna go through the desk which might be time consuming, or look elsewhere in the room.
I would like her to look for anything hidden, first and foremost, like behind paintings or on the floor.
So
Like there's a rug on the,
going away from the desk, we're going to look around the
or
room.
yeah, where sensitive info might be kept out of sight.
Roll 17. Roll another investigation.
Okay.
21. Directly behind the desk, behind that chair, is another painting. This one seems to be of this broad, brilliant-looking tree with golden, like, veins at the trunk. It looks like an artist's depiction of some powerful tree. Skolna looks at it, and then with that 21, she notices the paint on the wall on the left-hand side of the painting looks like it has been scratched slightly.
Like the painting moves.
She approaches the painting and like presses her head up next to it to look at the wall behind it. The painting is perfectly flush with the wall, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for a painting to be. So, we're going to roll a sleight of hand for Skolna.
Okay. 19.
She definitely discovers there is a secret about this painting, but that attempt fails. She doesn't break anything and she doesn't reveal anything, but she just has to roll again.
Okay, I'll try again. Oh, much better. 28.
Using this fine, almost like a scraping implement, a pick, she gets up behind the painting and she finds that there is a very discreetly hidden brass keyhole in the top right corner of the painting. This keyhole might be difficult to pick. She can try, or she can look for the key.
I think she's going to give it one try before she looks for the key.
Roll Thief's Tools.
Ugh, okay.
She
no.
can't even get in the position to actually access the keyhole.
Fuck. All right. Probably the desk then.
Okay, she turns back to the desk. Roll me another investigation.
Okay. $28.
With a 28, she immediately discovers the main drawer, the lap drawer of the desk, is unlocked. However, she does also discover, with a 28, it is alarmed. She's going
She'll
to
take care of that first.
roll sleight of hand to defeat that alarm.
19.
Hold on. That does just beat the alarm. So she manages to defeat that alarm as well. And she slides the drawer open. This drawer is full of writing implements and just desk tools, the sort of things that every desk has. Like anybody that actually uses a desk, it's just all the things that need to be easily accessed. Except in the back left corner of the desk, she finds a wand. She doesn't immediately know what kind of wand it is. It's simple. Looks like it's made of fine wood and well oiled. Does she take the wand or leave it?
Well,
You're controlling it. Does she take the wand or leave it?
Take it.
Feeling a sudden avarice, Skolna collects the wand from within the drawer, and then is going to roll an investigation as she tries to find the secret about this drawer.
Mm-hmm. Really? 15, the natural one.
With a 15, she has a hard time actually discerning any details about this drawer. She can't... It's clear to her the other drawers open somehow, and their locks are not easy to find. They're not the sort of locks that just take a keyhole. There is a trick to the desk, and she doesn't know what it is. With a 15, well, she doesn't find it in this drawer. But she looks at the other drawers, and she is going to go to the top right one, and she's going to roll a sleight of hand.
Okay.
Based on the shape of the desk, and based on, understanding how the wood might work. Skolna knows that this drawer is the one closest to the mechanisms of the drawer she couldn't figure out. And so she's going to try the old fancy rogue trick of jimmying it a whole lot. And with a 23,
Yeah.
she manages to get whatever mechanism that's locking the drawer to fail. And she feels the drawer click. And in this moment,
Yes.
I need you to roll me another investigation.
Okay.
20. Dirty 20.
She finds that this drawer is not alarmed, but it is trapped.
Oh. Okay, well, she's going to try to solve that.
Oh, yep, I need you to roll me thieves' tools. Okay. She tries to disarm the trap on this desk drawer.
Oh.
As the drawer comes open, a pouch suddenly and black ink all over Skolna
Oh.
and all along the back wall in the like just the silhouette of a person.
Oh, no. So there's no like alarm sounding or anything like
There's
that.
no
She's
magic
just
alarm
been,
on this. She's
it's like a security tag at like a store for clothing that
That's
just
it's
douses you.
it's literally Skolna believes it's there to prevent a student from breaking into the desk without getting caught.
So she's invisible. Is
Yeah.
she now visible because of the ink?
Part of her is now visible, yes.
Oh no. Okay, can the back of the wall has her silhouette?
It's a silhouette of a person. It's not clear who
Okay.
it is.
But she does have horns. Are those showing?
Roll me D100.
Okay, because if they are, she might have to try to paint over that part to make it not a person. with
No, it
horns.
was
24.
it's just like the midsection, like her waist and like upper
So,
thighs covered.
Vaguely female.
Yeah, it's not, you
But-
can't really tell anything from
Okay.
it.
All right. She'll just, she'll keep working because this can't slow her down.
The drawer is now open though, so
Mhm.
roll me another investigation.
Someone was here, I think. Lorelai, you're gonna be in so much trouble.
Yeah.
23. I should have
Uh,
turned into a redhead. That would have been way funnier. Damn it.
looking into this drawer with a 23, Skolna finds a few things. There are several crystals in the bottom of the drawer of various kinds.
Mhm.
And tucked next to them is a key.
A brass key.
It's a small key. It's hard to tell if it's brass or copper or iron, but it is small enough that Skolna feels like it is likely the one that goes to the painting.
Do the crystals look valuable? Or like spell
Um,
components or like precious, semi-precious?
Roll me a history check for Skolna.
Dirty 20.
These crystals look like spell components of some kind. They don't look particularly valuable, but they look unusual, like they're weird shapes.
I think since there's no denying that someone was in this office now, I think Skolna is going to try to make this look like a robbery. She's already taken the wand. So
Mhm.
maybe she'll pocket these components as like someone just thought that they'd find something valuable in here.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that sound like a thing Skolna would do?
It's something Skolna might do, but you're controlling her in this moment, so.
Okay. She's a genius and Penn is not. I just want to know.
So you have Skolna take the crystals?
I suppose so.
Okay.
I'm committing.
Skolna grabs these component crystals and puts them in her pouch. She takes the key and closes the drawer, turns and looks at the painting behind her. Seeing it again, she's pretty confident this is the right size. So she goes up to it, tries inserting the key, and it turns. The painting pulls
Great.
away from the wall, and in behind it, there is this tall, safe door that's just as tall as the painting is.
Oh. Okay. Like, could she pick it, combination it?
It's not a combination safe. It is a lock, like a keyhole safe, and yeah, Skolna can try and pick that. So we're gonna roll thieves' tools for her.
Okay. 22.
With a 22, the safe is a sturdy one. After a minute of trying to pick it, it yields. And she hears the door give way. Roll me another investigation, please.
Okay. 24.
The safe door is not trapped, but it is alarmed.
Okay.
Skolna's going to roll sleight of hand to try and disable this alarm so it can't detect it opening.
Yes. 29.
29.
Teetered off a 5.
The DC was on this was pretty high, and she manages to defeat the runes that are covering the edges of the safe door. Once that's done, she opens up the safe door, and there are these dividers with all sorts of paperwork in between them, and a big stack of what look like notes. That when Skolna looks at one, each one says it is a declaration of funds from the Auric Shona City Vault. It is a huge sum of money just sitting in this safe. Next to it, all of these documents that some of them look like specifically like management records of employees at Shona Civic College. And as Skolna is looking through them with that 24, she finds several missives of information regarding a particular scholarship hosted by the Velastra family. One of the main subsidiary benefactors is Captain Harold's.
That's the one.
Skolna takes it.
Takes the proof and the cash.
It's not okay.
Money. The funds.
She takes these bank notes is what they are. They're not really like.
Oh, those are traceable, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay, she was not that stupid. I was hoping it was.
It's not gold, unfortunately.
No.
These are likely the sort of things that you literally bring to the.
Yeah, you try to claim the benefits of these, and they're like, "Oh, these were stolen recently." Yeah, so she wouldn't do that. I was just trying to make it seem like a robbery. A robbery.
She takes the documentation that she's pretty confident is the evidence that you guys need. She closes the safe. Roll me a thieves' tools.
Okay. Ooh, good. 29.
With the 29, she relocks the safe just as she found it. She puts the painting back, seals it back up. Well,
she'll put the key back, like whoever was rifling through this didn't know what to do with it. Hopefully, is the assumption, so that they think she wasn't in there for those, like, whatever's behind the painting.
Okay. Yeah, she'll put it back where it was. All right. And to make it look like it was a robbery. Okay.
Yeah.
She's going to just brush a couple of things on the desk surface onto the floor.
Right, like she was looking really quickly for something expensive.
And then she's going to quietly make her way out of the office. Roll me thieves' tools.
Okay. 17?
She relocks the door behind her. Roll me stealth. At advantage, because she's still invisible.
So 23 and less. So 23 was her higher.
Okay. She quietly navigates, dodging the alarms that she already knows exist, makes her way out of the door, closes it behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Lorna, we return to you. Skolna taps you on the shoulder.
I see a little bit of floating ink.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's hard to see with how she knows how to move in the shadows, but it's there.
mm-hmm. Can she Presty it off of her?
It's been like 2 minutes. Yeah, you could press it off her.
Okay, she Presties it off and then drops the invisibility.
Got it.
Great work. Let's get out of here.
As you're heading away, you do see Anscombe is on the bridge, and there is a
Has he
guard
caught anything?
that is like talking to him. Anscombe looks completely just not interested in what the guard is saying. He just has a fishing pole over the edge of the bridge. And as you're approaching, you hear the guard say, I don't care where you come from or what the normal policies are down there. You can't fish on public grounds. It's the city's property. And when you hear Anscombe just,
Lorna will, as they come into sight and she hears that, she goes, "Oh, my dear, I told you couldn't fish here."
Oh, my mistake. I thought you meant over there.
No, sorry, sir. Honest mistake, she says to the guard.
The guard, is looking between you all as, Tier and Nore are, approaching. And he's like, just get off the public grounds.
I know,
Please.
you're closed.
I understand. Just get out. And the guard is, trying to complete his rounds as Anscombe, gathers up the line and, puts it all away. And he just looks at the guard and he says, where did you come from? And the guard just looks incredibly defeated. As your group kind of regathers, Lilith.
We find Lilith.
Yeah. You approach Lilith and she's like, did I miss the squeeze? What's going on?
No, we're good.
Oh. No problem. A plan went as planned.
Hey, sometimes that happens to us.
And Lilith just reaches out her arm. And
Lorna will take her little buddy back.
yeah. You retrieve Requiem. And Lilith just looks at everybody. Okay, so what now?
We're gonna go to our 7 o'clock. What time is it?
That whole thing took 3 minutes.
Wow. Well,
so-
how far away is Bulwarks from the Civic College? Is it
It's about
a
20
walk?
minutes.
All right, we'll head that way.
Okay. Let's go ahead and pull up the map. As it gets later in the evening.
They might stop somewhere to go over what Skolna found.
Okay.
Maybe they'll pop into I don't know, a tavern just to sit down, because they have a little 6:30 is about when they went in. That took 3 minutes. It takes 20 minutes to walk there, so they have 15 that they could sit down before 7 o'clock.
Okay. You can stop at the Tipsy Toad if you want.
Yeah, why not? Home base.
Okay. You go to the Tipsy Toad. As you do, there is it's not particularly busy. Let me go ahead and pull up that tavern screen.
Oh yeah.
The classic. As you arrive at the Tipsy Toad, you're you kind of get yourself a little secluded corner. As you do, Skolna hands you basically a leather pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Inside that pouch, you find 7 crystals that you recognize as spell components. They're all divination spells.
Not exactly my forte.
You find a wand. That wand is a wand of the War Mage +1.
Great.
It's a simple wand. Comes up a lot.
Stole this guy's wand.
Yep.
I'll put it in my inventory. I'll
and
huck it somewhere.
You find the documents.
Okay. First and foremost, does she like these divination components? Does she have any idea like what specifically are they used for, or what spells, or are they trackable? Should she be worried that like
Uh, roll an Arcana check.
okay. 23.
These crystals, you are confident, are used in the augury spell.
Oh. Okay.
You don't think they're trackable. You think that whoever is casting augury using these crystals uses them to literally determine an outcome, and the
Sure,
crystals
sure.
send a message.
She'll toss them into her bag of holding, like, oh, neat.
Okay.
The wand goes in with it. It'll be really funny if she rolls up back to the fireplace and she's like, "Hey, do you remember how I sold you 2 wands of the War Mage earlier today? Here's another."
Yeah.
One."
They're a pretty
Don't ask where I
common.
got it though.
They're a pretty
Yeah.
common magical item. Okay, and the documents are as
Yes,
you
she
expect
wants
them
to
to
look
be.
those over and understand exactly what information they hold, if there's any surprises or
So,
what.
okay, so the documents, it looks like they are accounting for 4 instances, 4 annual payments of a significant sum of funds that is supposed to be allocated to the Shona Civic College literally just for grounds and studies and magical components and books and stuff like that are to be allocated to, well, benefactors of the Velastro Scholastic Fund. And
Uh-huh.
then on each document, the benefactor for the Velastro Scholastic Fund is Captain Harold's.
Which is weird. I guess he probably doesn't fucking even go to that college.
I don't think he does, no.
Right. So that in and of itself is really suspicious.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she, gives Skolna the thumbs up. Great job.
I know.
Um, and nifty things that you grabbed.
She shrugs.
Yeah. So we've got this. We've got Quent's information. We've got the verification of the substance from the bestial alchemist. We have that cop with conscience. So we're putting these pieces all together. The last thing that we really need to do is kill that stupid Hydra, which is probably something we should probably do tomorrow.
As you're talking, you hear someone like clear their throat on the table behind you.
Oh, great.
This individual.
Uh, okay. Go out and get some sun sometime, dude.
He like
I
furrows.
didn't say that in character. That would be really
Okay.
rude. That was Pen.
Yeah. Roll a nature check.
Lorna looks over. Is dude like in eavesdropping distance?
He's right behind you.
She kind of looks at Taylor like, "How did you not see this guy?"
Tyr just shrugs.
22. Nature.
That is a Shadar-kai. It is an elf
Oh,
from the Shadowfell.
spooky elf.
Yeah. An edgelord
Lorna
elf.
blinks. Yeah, can I help you, sir?
Maybe. Do you mind if I have a seat? I think we have some
Does
conversations we need to have.
does he look like he's about to strike or do something hostile?
He's wearing proper finery. He looks like a nobleman, and he doesn't look hostile.
Hmm.
He looks polite.
All right. If you wouldn't mind introducing yourself first.
Of course. I'm Jorn Valora. I'm of the Valora House. A, bannerman of the Velostros.
Oh, well, please have a seat.
I thought you might be amenable to a conversation.
Was this a like a name that she'd already heard? I
No.
think it is.
Valora?
Really? Okay.
Probably not.
I wrote down a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
House Velastro. Aaron Hall is the other one that I wrote
Yep.
down. So you're right. Is it Valora or Valora?
Velora.
Valora. All right. Joran, you said?
Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you. How can I help
Likewise.
you?
It is always pleasant to speak with a professional such as yourselves.
Hmm.
What do you know of the Velastro house?
Truth be told, not too much.
That's sort of unintentional. Not the information's been kept from you, but the information's been kept off the street.
Mm-hmm.
The Velastros, they are a wine family. We have grown many vineyards out over the miles of the eastern sweeps away from Shona. But Shona is their home, and it is important to them. With the war with Kao striking into Aurelia, the Gyaranos have been split in their focus. I understand their need and want to protect their country, but my Bannerlords feel, as a noble house responsible for this city should be our first goal and priority.
Mm-hmm.
The incident with the Hydra is unfortunate. However,
Truly.
the only way to bring the Gyaranos' malfeasance and incompetence to the public eye was to enunciate its issues. Clearly, it worked, as Marigard mercenaries are investigating the case.
Mm-hmm.
I am hoping, if we have this conversation and it is agreeable to you, you will still slay the Hydra. But
That's good for everyone, I think.
it is. The city should not be punished because of the Gyaranos' unfortunate lack of competence on that note. The Hydra's been alive far too long. The Velastros, through me, are willing to offer you a significant sum of money to kill the Hydra and leave this political matter to us.
Okay. So the Hydra's been alive too long and it's been causing a problem for a while, right?
Yes.
Why wasn't it taken care of sooner?
Frankly, the Bannerlords of Girano, the Dareths, they have been focusing all of their efforts and strength in training and leaving to go fight the war. It
I did
leaves,
notice that.
yes, it leaves the city very ill-prepared. And House Velastro does not have the authority to take matters into their own hands.
They don't have the authority to hire Marigard mercenaries to kill a Hydra?
Oh, they certainly do. And mercenaries have been hired, but they have not arrived. You are who has arrived. We did not know you were coming.
Well, you didn't hire us.
Correct. We have, well, the Velastros have employed Vigo's Vanguard, a powerful militant faction here in northeastern Aurelia, but they have not arrived yet.
Well, that's what you get for bargain bin, right?
No one is doubting the competence and professionalism of the Marigard.
Right. So, Velastro wanted to highlight the incompetency of the Gyaranos.
Yes, it is our
How
belief
is
during the...
Velastro much better?
Our interest is entirely here, in Shona. We are aware there is a war going on. This is not our concern this far away from the border. At least it shouldn't be. We are hundreds of miles east. And it is our opinion that instead of sending our youngest and strongest to go fight at the border, they should remain here to defend our own city from all problems, both foreign and domestic.
Ah, the Velostras have been paying off Harald's. To what end? Has this just been going on for a while?
I can't speak to that. It's beyond my knowledge.
Oh, so you didn't know?
I'm aware that we have had certain constables working with us to try and manage the populace while the Gyaranos have been distracted.
Mm-hmm.
You must understand that controlling another noble family's heir is volatile at best and dangerous at the worst. It's why Lucian has been mostly left alone in his captivity. It hasn't
It
been...
just feels like if the Gyaranos were so inconsistent and incompetent lately that eventually they would have lost their position of power without framing and bribery.
You would think, but they are elected and nominated by the people of the city, and the Girano family is very popular amongst the common folk. Many feasts and parades and circuses. They spend their money on entertainment instead of on public service, where we think it should go. They rely on the glory of our heroes returning from war to make them seem remarkable.
Why did they send you to talk to us?
I am small, not well known. Additionally, the Velastra family is technically not within the city borders. Whenever a Velastro representative comes into town, it is usually with the delivery of wine. You're welcome to come visit the vineyards to have a conversation with them yourself.
Or to visit the Dareth estate.
That did happen, yes.
Uh-huh. And you said specifically that the problem with the houses under Girano, like the Dareths, is that they're focusing all of their attention on war efforts instead of domestic issues.
Yes. It is my opinion.
So why go to the Dareths?
Well, I can't speak to the specific conversation that they had, but from what I gathered from what I heard, the Dareths were aware of a potential Hydra, but were unwilling to risk their soldiers to deal with it. They said they were cavalrymen, not mudruggers.
Well, if the Velostros just had control of the city, how would they deal with that kind of behavior? Or cowardice, I suppose.
Our priority would be Shona. There would be no soldiers to be sent off to the border until the crown demanded it.
So would you tell the Dareth soldiers to go deal with the Hydra?
I can't speak as to the decisions of the Velostra Patriarchy, but I can say that I would predict that should a problem such as the Hydra occur again, yes. We are merchants, not soldiers. The Dareths are soldiers, captains and officers. They answer to the Girano family so long as the Girano family is in charge of the city. And the Girano family are making decisions that I do not believe are best for Shona. I am prepared to offer you quite the sum of money to go kill that Hydra and then part ways.
Before we get to that, we're obviously a third party with no stake in either family or whichever one rules.
I'm aware. That is why I'm expecting you to see this with a neutral eye and look at the
Mhm.
objective benefit.
So, what I've heard is that the Velostros and the Gyarados both kind of suck in their own ways.
I think it would be better to look at this as one of them is the lesser of two evils.
I suppose, if you consider framing and bribery as just the lesser of the two evils. What I'm getting is that the Gyarados have just allowed themselves to be distracted, but they're not engaging in nefarious things.
One might see the avarice and ambition of trying to prove yourself as worthy by sending soldiers off to die thousands of miles away from home as evil. Additionally, the framing, it could not be considered as such. There would be no,
Really?
look at it this way. Eventually, Lucian Girano will see trial. And when that happens, it is clear Lucian Girano is not a Hydra.
Mm-hmm. What about all of his things that were found in the sewer system?
This is evidence planted to make things take longer.
Right. So that's just going to go away, or
Well, if the Hydra is dead, the town will no longer be poisoned. And so,
sure.
it won't
So that it'll
matter.
just be, oh, he dropped his things.
I just don't think it would matter in the long run.
I suppose.
We don't intend to see Lucian Girano hang for this. We want Lucian Girano's incompetence and foolishness to be highlighted, as he did make the mistakes.
Can Lorna just get a general vibe check of how honest he's being?
Roll insight.
Oh, trash! Trash and shit! 13.
He's very hard to read.
How about she'll turn her gaze on her party members and kind of gauge what they're feeling, if at all possible. Like,
Okay.
are any of them neutral? Do they not care? Are they like affronted by this proposition? Are they interested in the money? Can I roll different insight?
You can roll an insight for your party. You know them
Okay,
better.
great. Natural 20! We're at 31!
It seems as though Lilith is completely checked out. Lilith doesn't give
Yeah,
a
she's like,
fuck.
whatever, payment. Great.
Anscombe is like kind of watching you to see how you're reacting. He doesn't seem super comfortable with the idea of this family being the right one, but he also like it's clear he doesn't know. So it's this he's Anscombe is not a political mind. He doesn't
No.
he's basically taking things at face value. Tier and Nore both seem maybe not convinced, but they're also like the money would probably be nice depending on how much it is. Skolna doesn't care.
Yeah. Just like, I was doing this job because we have to.
Yeah.
Okay. Lorna kind of leans back and she's like, what's the money?
We are prepared to provide you 5,000 gold pieces.
And she's thinking now, was there any ballpark estimate on what they'd be paid for if the Gyarados, like, had the job just been done for the Gyarados with no political nonsense? Like, I can't remember if Persh indicated there was any value or a price tag attached to this.
You don't know. You're confident it would have been a Marigard paid job. And if you kill the Hydra, it's still a Marigard paid job. Whether or not you met the contact or not. The Marigard were hired to kill the Hydra.
Right, and they got a down payment for it.
Yes.
Which is more than... So, if they take the money, they're getting paid by the Velostros for this job, and technically the Gyarados, because they've already paid for the job.
Technically, yeah. You're getting paid by the Velostros to look the other way for as far as Lucian Girano goes, to just go kill the Hydra.
I'm a bad person in real life. God damn. I didn't want to get involved in Shona politics. She admits.
Jorn looks
I
at
didn't
you
care
and
about that at all.
he just nods. Understandable.
I came here to kill a Hydra, get paid, and leave.
That is, by our wish, exactly what can happen.
Do you swear the Velostros, to your knowledge, have Shona's best interests at heart?
I'll sign my name in blood against it.
I can do you one better. I can cast Zone of Truth.
Jorn raises an eyebrow and he says, very well.
She will use 2 charges and cast Zone of Truth from her staff.
Okay.
Does he accept it?
He chooses to fail.
To the best of your knowledge, do the Velostros have Shona's best interests at heart?
He looks you in the eye and he says, I believe so.
And Lucien's not going to get pulled through the ringer on this. He's going to be put on trial. It's obviously going to be found that he's innocent of poisoning, and it's just going to look like a big fuck up on his part, which it kind of was.
As he, considers the question, making sure he understands it properly, he then says, yes.
She looks at her party. Any more questions?
Why? I understand that you want to put the Velostros, ahead of the Gyarados in the public eye. But why didn't you just, I don't know, show the people that the town's more important than the war happening far away?
Like a publicity campaign about it.
Jorn shrugs, and he kind of tilts his head. The reality is the people of Shona were farmers, fishermen, and peasants. I believe they see glory in war as more valuable than the immediate needs. I believe they are wrong, but I also believe they would be very difficult to convince that way. I think
People do vote against their best interests so frequently.
if they see someone being a fool, they can understand that more than they can see someone trying to be protective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess.
Anybody else?
Are you from the Shadowfell?
You can't just ask people if they're from the Shadowfell, Anscombe.
My mother was.
My mom's in the Shadowfell right now.
I don't know her.
I know that. I didn't. Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to assume. I get
Not all
lots of,
Shadowfellians.
I get lots of questions about that.
No, she's not from there. She's just visiting.
Not a common vacation place.
No, she's not there because she wants to be. Good talk. Okay. How will you be paying us?
Jorn looks at you. So you accept.
She looks at the rest of the party. We have his word.
The party all kind of nods. And Jorn...
Who the hell wants to do this politicking? We're mercenaries.
Yeah, you seemed pretty into it, though. Way
I
more
mean,
than
it
I
was-
would have been.
It's fun to be a little sneaky snake.
Right. Jorn like has reached down into like his bag that's on his shoulder, and he pulls out a document and he sets it on the table in front of you. This is a banknote for the Auric City Vault of Shona. After you have slain the Hydra, once that is done, our diviners will know, and they will acknowledge to the Auric City Vault that this note is of worth. Just go there, give them this note, they will provide you 500 platinum.
And then leave.
Yes. You don't have to leave the city immediately, but no longer look into this matter.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, okay. Yeah, pen.
He provides one.
She takes it.
Now be aware, if you break your word, we will deal with that violently.
Oh, yeah, sure. I understand.
As a professional, I expected you would. And he...
Do you... about the whole paying off Harald's stuff,
Mm-hmm.
do you want that paperwork back?
You have it on you?
She kind of shrugs.
Yes.
We were doing our due diligence.
You certainly were. And he looks, like, surprised that you had it. Yes, please. As he tears off what you've signed and puts that away, he, like, looks expectantly at you.
Yeah, here. She'll pull out the papers and hand them
He
over.
takes the documents, and he just
Like,
pushes the banknote towards you, and he says, now that is settled. Thank you for
If you
returning
talk
this.
to the headmaster or the dean or whatever, maybe pass along a sorry about the ink.
I'll make a note.
Don't tell them it was us.
Right. Anyway, now that that's finished, that banknote is yours. Don't try to break it. Don't try to exchange it until the deed is done.
Yes, of course.
I'm pleased that we could come to an agreement. And he stands, and he gives you all a bow. Happy hunting.
Thank you. We will try to survive.
And Jorn departs.
So Lorna sighs, leans her head back on the back of her chair, and kind of stares at the ceiling for a minute, and then looks back at the party. Being a mercenary is hard.
Yeah. When I signed up for this, I thought we'd just go around killing stuff and,
Right?
saving people.
I'll admit, I don't feel great about that. Like, it was a hard choice. I don't agree with everything they've done, but I also just, I don't know enough about this fucking place or who's better for it. Who am I to make that decision?
The mercenary?
Yeah.
I mean, unless we lived here, we wouldn't know.
Yeah, right, exactly. So, I don't know, fuck it, figure it out yourselves, guys.
And Norre speaks up finally, and she says, even if we're wrong, and the Velostrals are worse for Shona than the Gyaranos were, these sorts of things have a way of clearing themselves up in the long run.
Yeah, well, obviously, if what he's saying is true and the Gyros just aren't fit to control anymore, they were going to get ousted anyways, and I guess this is the ousting.
And if it turns into rebellion, that's the Dareth's problem, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Norre
I
nods.
agree. So
think we're
there's
late.
6 of us. Yes. Lorna's doing a little bit of math. 5,000 divided by... We're all going to get 833 gold pieces out of this. Hey! Plus whatever the Gyaranos already paid for the job.
Hey,
Let's
worth
go.
it. Perfect. Now we're
Lorna
talking
puts
my
herself back
language.
together. Well, a little the tunes back into
Yeah.
833 gold pieces each.
I'm on board. Good thing about nobles is they got money to burn.
They do. Too much.
You would know. I would know. I hate that we're nobles. Let's go.
We would know. Let's go. Lilith is the least noble.
She's by intention. All right, so you make your way back out into Shona, heading towards Bulwark's Magical Emporium. Though it is after hours, so it's
It's a little more quiet, I assume.
a little bit, yes. As you make your way, it's not far to Bulwark's from the Tipsy Toad. And you see that the doors are shut. There are a pair of golems outside, as you might expect. And as you're approaching, the golem on the right, Lorna Halueth,
That's right.
you are expected.
Can I come in?
The golem looks like it's thinking or something, and then it just after a long pause says, "Yes." Well, that's a little harrowing.
Lorna just skips inside.
The Emporium is just as you remember it. You make your way in and you see Bulwark, the big forged fellow behind the counter. He has oil lamps lit, and he looks up and he says, "You're late."
Sorry, we got tied up at the tavern.
Tied up by a drink, I'm sure.
I'm perfectly sober, Bulwark.
Good. Perfect. It's hard to make magic when everything's spinning. Come, sit down. We have much to discuss.
Yes.
The rest of you, find a knick-knack or something, but don't break anything. And the rest of your party just kind of looks around. Anscombe says, I actually usually help with
Yeah, actually, he's a magically adept himself, if you wouldn't mind his
Bul-
participation.
Bulwark looks at Anscombe
This
for a
big
long
ass
moment.
orc.
Fair enough. Don't leave it me to judge a book by its cover. And he pulls out a chair for you. He has spread out across the tabletop something you've never actually seen before, but you recognize it. It is an enchanter's platform. It is a broad, it's made of fabric, but inscribed upon it are all sorts of what are basically cheat sheets, quick runes explanations and the various combinations of runes that make what sort of spells and stuff like
Lorna's
that.
why the fuck don't I have this?
Bulwark looks at you. I sell them, if you want one.
Yes, I do.
50 gold pieces.
Oh, we're getting paid soon. She'll slide over 50 gold pieces.
He's got this wooden rolling chair that he scoots all the way back. He goes to the back wall and he pulls a tube off the wall, and then he hands it to you.
What should I put it in my inventory as?
Just write an Arcanist platform.
Arcanist platform.
It
What are
gives you
the
It gives you a flat +2 to Arcana checks.
Great. Okay. If it's out, I'm assuming.
Yes, you do have to be using it. It can't just... You don't just know about it and know more magic.
Absorbed it.
So,
okay.
You and Bulwark are readying yourselves. This enchantress platform is open, and he begins pulling out components and setting them out. Right. Silence. Or whatever sort of...
I've actually reworked the thought while I was out today. Let me know what you think. So it's less of a... the concept is the same. It's to prevent casters from casting for as long as possible. But instead of a silence that adheres to someone, I thought about the drawbacks, which would be potentially silencing others around them. And that's unfortunate if you've got people on your side close up to a caster entering that silence just by getting near them for whatever reason they may be. So instead, I thought, what if it was some sort of physical substance that adheres to their mouth and makes them unable to perform somatic? aspects of a spell instead. Because then it just affects them. And it wouldn't require concentration.
I think there is a much simpler approach to this problem.
Which means you can cast it more than once. If they manage to get it off, you can just keep throwing this stuff at them.
So, this would become a conjuration spell, I believe. Creating a substance that closes their mouth forcefully, preventing any verbal components from being uttered. I approve, though it wouldn't work on someone like me. He like gestures to his faceplate.
It's true. Yeah. Of course, it's kind of a case by case, but it could adapt to anything that uses a mouth for verbal components. So,
Yes.
like a dragon or other sort of entity that casts verbally or vocally. Unless it doesn't have a mouth, so obviously it wouldn't affect Illithid, which is, But if it's such a low spell, if you're using that against an Illithid, you have bigger problems, I think.
Well, Illithid
right?
don't even open their mouths to cast spells, so...
Exactly.
I think the list of things that this would affect is much longer than the one that it doesn't. So, I think...
And if you're fighting those things that it doesn't, your priorities need to be reevaluated.
No, I think this... and he begins marking down with crystals, like conjuration runes and substance. Right, material component. Obviously, it's going to have to be some essence of whatever it is that is going to be conjured. Tar.
I was thinking honey.
Honey. They might like it.
Yeah?
Like just sealing their lips together with the adhesive properties of honey.
Just a huge glob of it. Just...
Amusing and effective.
Right, and maybe, I don't know, your dog might like it.
Well, it would be composed
I have a dog, so I'm biased.
You're a dog person. I wouldn't have guessed.
Well, no, just this dog.
Okay.
Would you like to meet him?
Now? Is it a familiar?
Good. Yes, she will say, "Come on, buddy. Hop down."
Requiem emerges in the form of the ghost hound, and Boric looks at it. That is a Kerkagrim.
Yeah.
Oh.
He likes gravy, though. He'd probably like honey if he tried it.
Oh, he likes gravy because he's from a graveyard. That's very funny.
No, well, he does. That is funny, but he does like gravy.
Oh, that's real. You weren't joking.
No, he eats. I don't know where it goes, but he does eat.
Bulwark leans way down over the chair looking at Requiem. Do you mind? As he tries to pet Requiem.
Yeah, no, he's a good boy. He's very friendly.
He lacks details. And he's trying to pet him.
When he's used to his shape, it gets more detail oriented.
I see. Remarkable, aren't you?
He was my hand once.
He was your... Oh. I see.
Yeah, when it was still kind of a fresh thing, she kind of wiggles her prosthetic.
You are a good boy, aren't you? As he's
he's the best
petting
boy.
Requiem.
Finally, someone gets it.
What an arcanical phenomena.
Right? I know this was a bit of a distraction, but...
Some distractions are worthwhile. Right. This silencing apparatus that we're going to conjure. And he, gets up away from Requiem and slides back over to the desk. So, material component of honey.
Yeah.
That's common enough. Let's see. I imagine the sort of energy one would require would be around second tier? Yes. Not concentration, but it would just be on one person.
Uh-huh.
Probably last about a minute, I think.
Do you think upcasted it could affect more?
Oh, yes.
Okay. That could be useful for multiple wizards or casters in a space.
Yes.
Or maybe even things that shriek that cause psychological damage.
Yes. I think the spell, when cast initially, everyone who could be subjected by it must dodge it, or they have honey stuck on their face. Once it's on their face, I think it's a matter of strength to remove it.
That makes sense.
I think, considering how sticky it would be, they must try and pull it off, and it would take a real amount of time.
Do you think it might affect their ability to make gestures if it got stuck on their hands?
Maybe. Depends. If the substance exists for the whole minute, I could see that happening, yes.
Before it dissolves. So
Returns
maybe they
to-
get it off of their mouth, but now their hands are all lucky.
Right. So mechanically, initial cast of the spell, the target must make a dexterity saving throw, or they are afflicted with this condition of honey on their face. Once they are afflicted with it, they can, at the beginning of their turn, attempt a strength saving throw to remove it. If they succeed, they remove it from their mouths, but now they have sticky hands. If a spell they're trying to cast has a somatic component, they must cast it. They must make a Arcana check, DC being your spell save. And if they fail, they still cannot cast because they can't use those somatic components. Now, not all spells have somatics, but they do mostly have verbal. Okay. No, it shouldn't be a strength save. It should be an athletics check. Which is, or rather a strength check at the beginning of their turn, because they are pulling it off. It's not a saving throw anymore. It's not forced upon them. They are choosing to try and pull it off.
They
so it
are
would be a
choosing.
strength check.
That makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Okay. So there is an issue I'm noticing. If the component is honey, it can be dissolved by acid. So if the subject takes acid damage, the spell would end.
That makes sense.
Now, that being said, if you cast it on someone and
They would need to know to do that.
Well,
like any logical person could be like, this will dissolve this substance, but, you know,
yes.
in the heat of the moment, or maybe they don't even have acid on them at that time.
Well, they would also be taking acid damage because they are applying acid to themselves. If they don't know that, but if one of your allies applies acid to the target, it would go away in that instance as well.
Sure, so communicate with your companions.
Right. I think we have the particulars sorted. Now, range.
Mm-hmm.
Conjuring honey. I imagine you could be accurate to 60 feet.
I was thinking 60 feet as well.
We have the particulars, and so the name.
I thought lip lock.
I see. Lorna's lip lock.
Or bulwarks.
There's an alliteration there I think I prefer.
All right.
Okay, let's go ahead and write it. So,
Sure.
you have the idea of the spell settled. You have the conjuration notes that Bork's been making this whole time. And it's clear he's very adept at making spells. They're all in the right order. Like, it's just a matter, basically, of looking at the runes that you've put together and then putting them on the parchment.
Lorna's, like, drinking in his process.
It's remarkably
This is her
efficient.
first non-transmutation spell that she's ever made.
Yeah. So, to write this spell, you're going to roll me an Arcana with advantage, +2,
+2.
plus a D4 from
Is that
Miriam's
from-
Bless.
Yeah. Okay. Natural 20 for the first roll, but I'll try again to see if we get another. I do. I was making a joke. I rolled 2 natural 20s.
Roll a D4.
And so a +2, so 31. Bro, I was just kidding. 32 total.
32. It seems as though all of these little tools and devices and bulwarks experience makes writing this conjuration spell at 2nd level literally the easiest spell you've ever written.
Yeah.
You can feel the ideas just flowing out of you onto the parchment. And as you're writing it, it takes all of 30 minutes to get the actual fine detail and arcane runes and sigils implanted on the parchment. But as soon as you finish, you have a spell scroll at 2nd level of Lorna's Lip Lock, which, as described, when cast, this target spell focuses on a target creature within 60 feet. For 1 minute, that target must make a dexterity saving throw, or the spell applies to them. Honey gets stuck onto their mouth if they have one. If they have one, that target is no longer able to cast any spell with a verbal component and cannot communicate verbally to anyone in the area. At the beginning of each of their turns, the target may make a strength check to remove the conjured honey from their mouths. The DC is your spell check DC.
Mm-hmm.
If they succeed, their hands
And
are
it's
not
off their mouth,
they
but their
can
hands are
once again
glued.
speak, but all somatic components of spells are difficult from the substance on their hands. And an arcana check must be made anytime they cast a spell using a somatic component or the spell fails.
That's fucking awesome.
And then, you make the mental addendum of acid dissolves, so
Don't do that.
don't acid the target, basically. And as that spell is finished, Bulwark looks at the scroll. Well done.
Thank you for the help. This is the smoothest this process has ever gone for me.
You kind of get used to making all sorts of crazy arcane ideas when you are trying to write golem scrolls as a profession.
That makes perfect sense to me. Thank you, Bulwark.
You're welcome. Now, do you have anything for me?
I do. She will slide over the guys of the golem.
He picks up the scroll and he opens it. He reads it, and he kind of has a small, smirk on his metal faceplate as he looks at the one we just wrote, and he says, I can see you've learned a lot in the last half
I
hour.
didn't have your help for this one. I was distracted, but don't mind that stain.
It's good enough. I see that it will work.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how wizards in the real world expand their repertoire. It is a cooperative effort, as it should be. For no one person should control all magic. As he's, making an inscription on the side of the scroll.
This feels very personal.
Yes, it is. It has been a pleasure working with you, Miss Holloweth, and Mr. Frost. Anscombe just nods.
Yeah, Anscombe, can you cast this?
I think so.
Is this something you can learn? Well, we should both learn it. I'm so excited to use this.
As you kind of finish your work at Bulwark's Magical Emporium, you walk out with a spell scroll of Lorna's Lip Lock ready to be transcribed into your spellbook.
This is above the table. The poetry that I didn't even realize when I suggested it, but the idea that Lorna built this spell specifically for Skolna to silence the vampire that took control of her once, and that the component is honey, which is something that Skolna loves, is just...
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. I just thought it was sticky and it would be yummy.
It is beautiful in how these stories seem to play out. And so, as you have the spell complete, you have a new deal arranged with the Velostros and a big sum of money waiting to be cashed in after you've killed a Hydra. That is where we will call tonight's
But
session.
we're going to Fireplace first. Not tonight's session.
Okay.
That's where we're going before we kill Hydras. We're going
Yes.
to go beat people up.
That is exactly what will happen next. So, thank you for playing with me tonight. I hope you had a good time. To those of you who are at home or at work watching, hi Penn, hi class, hi Emily, hi
Hi.
everybody else. We love you all, and I wish you a good night.